right?
I finished them both. I finished them
Okay.
both.
Just making sure.
This morning.
That's right. Got to make sure.
But Chris, I'm a professional with a capital Pro. Hear that, people, with a capital Pro, not a specific letter, just a sound. What's up, people? We're back. Another episode of Popcorn and Pints. As you guys can see, we're reviewing the movies Minority Report and Willow.
Did someone's phone just vibrate, or did I hear things?
No, that was mine because we're live. Put this shit on silent though. Always have your phones on vibrate or silent when you guys are recording. People, be professional.
Funny enough, Aaron likes to keep his in his person wallet while it's on vibrate.
Aaron does none of the sort. None of the sort. But how's it going?
He's asked me to call him before, and I just can't be part of it.
Oh, Chris.
He said after three rings, hang up and call right away.
Don't leave a message. Just try call. Just keep calling.
Need to pause.
This is what I put up with, people.
I've been drinking all day, so this would be fun.
What'd you do today?
Work.
I went to the Wind Walk in Schenectady, fellas. So
Nice.
I'm full of 18 different wings, and I lost track of how many beers. But it's been a great day, my favorite day of the year. So shout out to downtown Schenectady and for them putting that on.
Did you at least have a beer in each stop?
Oh God, no! I'd be dead.
I was about to say.
No, man.
Look at 18 beers in. Damn.
God, I'd be dead.
I would not be here. That's for sure.
Sure wouldn't be walking to the next place.
I want to go to bed. I wanted to go to bed before this started, but if I took 3 bottles of water just to try to clear my head instead.
Oh shit!
So I did like James said. I worked and then went to go see the movie Smile today, which
How was that?
I enjoyed it. It was good. It was pretty good.
Okay. I heard it's a little slow burn, but it's still good.
It is, but when it picks up, it picks up.
All right.
Has some. Yeah, I think you would like it, James.
Cool.
I think
I'm gonna check it out.
Definitely worth the theater experience. I still love the theaters, people. I really, really, really do. Especially for horror. More so for horror than anything else. But yeah, I think that's the 4th movie we've seen this year. I think maybe more. I don't remember, but 4th movie we've seen the past couple, because we've seen Pearl, X, Black Phone, and then Smile.
Smile. What was it about?
A bitch just smiles through the whole movie.
I don't want to give it away, but like
I'm gonna guess it's some kind of fucking. Nah, I'm probably gonna guess wrong. I don't know if it's gonna be like a fucking
entity kind of thing.
Yeah.
You just gotta see it. You just gotta see it, because like the way, once you figure out the way the story goes, the way it connects and shit, it's. Oh, the Chris brothers are damn near wearing the same color shirt tonight. Look at this.
That's true. What are you on a mission for?
To simplify eye care, Vision Works.
All right, nice.
All right. But how was your day today, Chris? Puerto Rican Chris?
Not bad. I slept a little bit because I was up late streaming and shit like that. But yeah, got a couple errands done, cleaned up the house a little bit. Just got done with some chores and some garden prep before the winter comes and all that shit. And fucking before the ground starts to get hard.
Not just the ground.
I mean, I stay hard, so
I'm hard 24/7.
Hard 24/7, baby.
You know how much of
that's how he aerates the garden.
You know how annoying that would be, and fucking just like, God damn it, every fucking day. Like, woman, this has nothing to do with you, lady. This has been like this all day.
I told you, I've been drinking all day. I'm feeling frisky.
I don't think you should say that. I don't think you should say that. Not with a hard one. Definitely not with a hard one. But let's dive into these movies, gentlemen.
Which one first? Coin flip.
What are we doing? Do we have a coin?
Do you have your lucky coin, Chris?
No, I don't actually. No, you had a coin. You got a digital coin. What the fuck?
I know, really. You should be the one prepared here.
Nah, I'm not.
How are you asking me? The guy just showed up.
Hey, man.
I thought I did. I don't know where the fuck it is.
Did you change your camera angle or something?
Me?
Yeah. Or did you just shrink yourself?
I shrunk myself.
All right, I'm gonna flip the
It's very tiny.
Deadpool pin. The back or Deadpool? Ready? What do you
Yep.
want?
Deadpool can be Minority Report.
All right. Nope. We're talking about Willow.
All right. The minority has not been reported yet.
First thing I want to say about this movie is the origin story of Leprechaun.
Willow or Minority?
Minority or Willow.
I'm going to assume Willow.
Me off.
He's a sorcerer in this. Somehow he goes bad and he turns into a fucking evil fucking wizard.
It's the same guy, you know that, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
Warwick
Yeah.
Davis.
Yeah.
Wait, he's not Leprechaun, is he?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
He's the original.
Does he play Leprechaun?
Yes, he does.
Son of a bitch! I did not know that.
He was
You
the only
just-
midget in Hollywood for years after the fucking Oompa
You
Loompas.
you can tell just by how he walks. How he walks. that's
Holy
how
shit.
Leprechaun.
So I didn't watch all the Leprechaun movies because they got out of hand. I know I watched at least the first two.
Okay. Yep. That's
Like, what was there was one where he goes to space. What's the one where he's like in? There's the one in the hood.
Yep.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Like those two, I didn't see.
You never seen Leprechaun in the Hood?
I didn't see Leprechaun in the Hood. I remember him actually.
Oh.
The two things I remember most are him. Was he driving a go-kart and he gets pulled over?
Yeah.
And then another one where he's like on a pogo stick singing the
part
song
two.
like "I pogo on your lungs" or something.
Was
like
that part two? He on the old man in the store.
I forgot, honestly.
I think so. I think it's part two. So, yeah, part one is with Jennifer Aniston, her first movie, I believe that
Yep.
was.
God damn! I gotta rewatch that. I didn't know she.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston. But yeah, Willow. I think I seen pieces of this movie when I was younger. 'Cause
I know I
remember-
watched it as a kid.
I remember the skeleton guy, but in my memory, I thought because it was a sorceress, I really thought he was a skeleton type thing, not a mask. I thought it was like he was a really like soldier
I see
from
what
the
you're saying.
undead or something. But
I see what you're
that
saying.
helmet's
No.
pretty badass though.
That it looked familiar though. I know what you're saying.
Skeletor.
I feel like I've
Skeletor
seen
or
that
something.
like in animated or somewhere else or something before.
Yeah, but I thought so. I was like watching. I was like, oh shit, check out the skeleton dude. I was like, all right, big and badass motherfucker.
Mhm.
But
No,
this
but-
is basically like Lord of the Rings. It's not a mission.
Are we doing early ratings?
Oh yeah, shit. That's right.
Good thinking, Chris.
This is one of the earliest times I remember Val Kilmer.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize him.
You know what? I know I watched this as a kid and I couldn't remember any of it. And as soon as I got into this again, I'm like, I'm giving this a fucking 8.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
It was enjoyable.
It was all right. I'm going to say 6.
I'm actually there with other Chris. This brings me back to like I remember watching this on like Channel 11 down in the city as it played. You know what I mean? This is probably one of the earliest memories of me really being like engaged that I remember with a fantasy like this. You know, the mythical shit and all that. So I give this an 8. It hits for nostalgia. The movie's decent. I think the acting was all right, and I mean it holds up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on this one, James. I give it a 6. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen this movie or not. Like bits and pieces kind of seemed familiar, but then it could have been one of those other mystical type of movies that came out around that time. I don't know. But it wasn't bad.
See, Aaron, you'll get this more so than perhaps James or other Chris, but I feel like this is the perfect movie that our buddy, our Italian friend, is going to show his kids to really help nerd them up.
This is actually Rossi, yeah.
This movie is definitely like it's like the starter kit.
It's like a kid's starter kit to Lord of the Rings and anything fantasy and nerd to come their way.
Anything on a journey, you got to bring a ring or a baby or.
But like Puerto Rico, Chris said, it held up good. Like I know I put this on the wheel, and obviously I haven't seen it in like 30 years, but I started watching it again, and the more I got into it, I just fucking threw out any logical train of thought. I'm like, I'm into this. I'm kind of just want to see where this goes now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like the fantasy stuff.
A lot of cheesy shit.
And oh yeah, like all kinds of just
like a
fun.
lot of scenes are like, wait a minute, what? There's like arrows flying through the air and shit, and fucking Willow's just standing there holding a baby right in the open, like, yo, arrow's gonna hit this baby in the side of the fucking head, man. Move, go hide somewhere. He's in there talking. Okay, here's the part that annoyed me. Just the only thing that annoyed me about this whole movie. Every person Willow named, he had to say the first and last name. Every time. CM, whatever the fuck that dude's last name.
Matt Mardigan.
Matt Mardigan. Matt Mardigan.
No,
He just
so
keeps yelling it.
that's like that was legit like the last name. It sounds like two names, but it was one. That's why he keeps saying it that way. Like I had to go to IMDb.
Oh wait a minute, his first name wasn't Matt?
It was Mad Mardigan. That was his whole that was like the whole name.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying his first and last name. I was like,
no,
we
I
got
thought
it.
that
I
too.
know who he is.
No, man, I thought that too at first.
It was driving me nuts. I was like,
when I went to IMDb to look up trivia, it is Mad Mardigan, like MADMIRI, whatever.
Okay.
As like one name. I'm like, because I thought that too. I'm like, why the fuck does he keep saying his entire name?
It was driving me nuts. It was every 2 seconds. Like every time you talk to him, like you say it once and you keep talking, but in the middle of the sentence, he was like, "Man, Mardigan," again, over and over again. I'm like, come on, man, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
It's weird. It's also weird seeing a young, spry Val Kilmer now.
Yeah, I did not recognize him at first. I thought the dude in the cage was actually someone else, and I was like, when's Val Kilmer coming? He's going to be like the hero, the swordsman. Then I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute, he is going to be the fucking hero guy with them.
Well, he got first billing on like the poster and everything like that,
Nice.
and not Warwick Davis, and even like Spielberg or Lucas, where like that's not right, but they gave it to him just because he was the bigger name at the time.
Nope. This is Warwick's movie. He was the main fucking dude.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, no, the funny part. Fucking women betray or backstab your mother just to get some D.
Dude, that was like she fell in love with Val Kilmer's character like instantly, like out of nowhere.
Then all of a sudden they fight each other. Even though, okay, here's the thing: the people didn't know she was on their side. Those soldiers that came back. You think one of them would have fucking like stabbed her or something when she's standing there? It's like they were psychic, like she knew she was helping. I was like, what's going on here? I was like, the people decided to help out now.
None of her soldiers really turned on her, even when she kissed him in the middle of the battle.
Yeah. And the mother didn't kill her, just gave her diarrhea. She was like, in her stomach. She was like, oh, mom, my stomach. Went to the ground. Gave her period cramps. Gave her a menstrual cycle.
You're stupid.
Oh my gosh.
You're
The period.
Oh,
they could have fed them leeches or something, like leech larvae or something. You know what I mean? This is the medieval times.
Then they turned it. Okay, so here's a lot of shit they robbed. So they robbed from what is that? Odysseus, where the people turned to pigs.
Oh.
And then they got Gulliver's Travels with the little people tie them down on
the
ground.
They called
motherfuckers were funny.
They called all those little people the brownies, they were the best. Brownies was like the name of those little people, and they were the best fucking part of this movie.
They were. Those
like
two
they were
hysterical.
hysterical.
Yeah, they were.
Too funny.
Because they, especially like in the bar scene there, the one like was it the one brownie gets hit and he falls into like the barrel of beer or whatever it is, and then he's drunk.
Yeah, he's like beer. He just dives in. Yeah,
like,
those are funny parts. This movie is entertaining.
It's entertaining, man. Like this held up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it was 1988. So
yeah, you know the I mean, we're spoiled. I mean, how many times don't I say it during these movie reviews and stuff like that? We're spoiled by the visual effects that we have nowadays and the technology, obviously. But even still, with the stupid spells being cast and stuff like that, like it still works, especially for the type of movie and the tone of it. Like it plays into the magical mysticism side of it, even with the visual effects not being like what they're like today. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with that too. And then I feel like, I mean, I don't think I've seen this movie, but I've seen similar movies with similar effects or the same exact effects in these times when we were kids. we were lucky enough to see it as kids when this shit was like out and only a couple years old. Or even other movies that came out when we were, when we were at the age where you understand movies, let's say around 6 or 7 ish, where you understand like a kiddie movie with this kind of, this kind of shit going on in it. But that was like the best looking stuff at the time. So we got to see. So now we can look back and appreciate it. Just like,
Okay.
It's still
So
working.
since we're talking about special effects, so
You want me to pull my pants down?
No.
Yes.
Make
You
a
don't
stick up here.
don't break your camera.
It's 4K too.
Yeah, there you go. It's like 3D. It's like we don't even need 3D glasses. So George Lucas came up with this idea long before they made the movie in '88. He came up with the idea in like the '70s or something like that for this movie. And then it was during the production of Return of the Jedi in '82. Lucas approached Warwick Davis, who was playing one of the Ewoks,
Yep.
Oh, wow.
about
Okay.
playing Willow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And then Lucas explained in some interview they had to wait until the mid '80s ish to make the film because the visual effects technology wasn't advanced enough until then to make it.
Yeah, because THX hadn't, or ILM hadn't fucking completed their whole fucking generation of tools and shit to make all this shit. They literally from the ground up built it all themselves, started all the technology, George Lucas went insane and like started working with companies like Microsoft and paid for all of this innovation himself. Like ILM and the way digital media is right now with visual effects is all because of George Lucas. Without him taking these steps, nothing in visual effects probably would have been as good as it is now and as fast as it was, because from this time to 93, 94, think about that. This is when fucking Jurassic Park had come out, and that literally completely broke the mold. Stop motion was no longer a thing. It's a thing of a past, and now they have computers that are generating these images and throwing them on with live people. It wouldn't have been that without George Lucas, period, and ILM.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah, Lucas conceived the idea for the film in 1972. So a full 10 years before Return of the Jedi was filming, and he met Warwick Davis and asked him to, if he'd be
all these camera cranes, all these fucking dollies, all these special. Think about this. This is some crazy shit. So Sturdy, since we're always editing and shit, right, and other content creators, even if you're on your phone making TikToks, think about this. Imagine if you would have still had to been sitting there chopping out film and putting it together and letting the machine do it for you all day based on where you chopped and where you put the film together instead of using a digital thing. That is even like Photoshop and all that shit, all because of George Lucas and ILM. The whole editing process, visual effects, all of it, he got tired of sitting in a room for hours with rolls and rolls of film around him trying to piece movies together. So he's like, we need to make this digital so that we can figure out how to just put shit together. And all of that is literally because of him. So fucking A, man. I don't think we give him enough credit even now. And it's going to be one of those things when he does pass, God forbid, in the next like 20, 30 years, let's say, it's going to be fucking insane. I don't even know where and how they can advance things further because they're still just working off of the technology that they homebrewed and fucking just made better and better and better. And then other companies came and bought licensing and went on their own to focus on it. But like, what's going to be the next thing, or who's going to be the next person to do something like this? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
Even at the time, Star Wars, people couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Bro, all that was ILM. That's George Lucas. Their whole team created all those visual effects.
It's tough though, because like with everything you were just saying though, Chris, like George Lucas, you could say, how if it wasn't for him, all this stuff, like with the editing, how easy it is now. But I guess in a small way, you can kind of say that the person who made the technology better than what he did at the time and kept stepping it up. Yes, he's like the father of it, but then it's like these are his.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. All the millions of dollars for the first 15 years and 20 years of this technology was all him working, paying out of pocket. And then other companies like Microsoft and the people that did like Photoshop and shit, they came in and bought licensing from him to take the technology and software and use it. This is all ILM, all George Lucas, all Lucasfilms. This is all him. It's fucking insane.
It's like the founding father of fucking.
He's literally changed movies and video forever.
That's dope.
Watching this made me think of all the movies I watched back then. The same style, like Masters of the Universe, the live
Right?
action.
I
Fucking.
gotta check that out now. It's been
I
so
gotta
long
watch it
since I've
again.
seen that.
You ever see Flash Gordon?
Yes.
I gotta.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've
all
watched
that
it or not.
All that shit. Okay, the movie Legend. Anybody remember that movie?
What was it?
Oh, it's
Legend.
Legend.
I can't say
It's
that.
with
I do.
the dude from Clue and
Tim
Rocky
Curry.
Horror. Tim Curry plays the devil, Satan.
Okay.
And it's like a fantasy movie where they gotta save the last unicorn.
I don't remember that.
I feel like I have, but I don't recall it for sure. But it sounds familiar.
I watched that movie. It just brought all these back. I was like, oh, God, I used to watch a lot of fantasy-driven movies like this. Princess Bride, you can count. That was kind of like a fantasy.
With Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Here's a fun little fact for you. So Lucas named the character of General Kale, with the skull mask and everything, after a film critic, Pauline Kael.
Okay.
Nice.
And the two-headed dragon had a name, Ebersisk, after the film critics Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
So
they kind of like played off the Basilisk.
yeah.
But that was funny. That fucking troll. He was like, "Oh, I did it." He made it worse.
Dude, those were some. I like, as much as I was into the fantasy and stuff. Those trolls were the worst trolls I've ever seen in anything.
I've seen better ones with the time machine. What's that one? H.G. Wells time machine movie.
Yeah.
Those were, if anything, just overgrown apes.
They're bad. They're crawling on walls and shit. Yeah. Just the concept. Everything else looked cool. Every other character, the dragon itself was cool looking, but then you had those things.
Like for those trolls, it kind of felt like they just found a costumer with some ape costumes.
Basically, altered them a little bit.
Yep.
Did they ever explain about everybody turned to stone?
No,
I don't remember.
There was no explanation for that, and they didn't show them unturning from stone, if they even did.
What the fuck?
But
I was like, who turned to stone? Was it the trolls? Like, what happened here?
So there was, from what I was reading, there was a filmed scene that was cut from the movie, which explained why Saoirse sided with Willow and Mad Mardigan, and that it wasn't because she was after the D or fell in love with him.
After the D.
So apparently there was a scene where during some battle, Saoirse stumbles upon her father, who had been frozen by her mother, the queen, there in like stone.
Okay.
And her father is somehow able to communicate with her and pleads with her to renounce any ties to her mother.
They should have put that shit in there.
And to help Willow and Mad Mardigan with the baby, so that to overcome the queen later on. I'm like, that seems like a pretty big, like, story-wise, a pretty big scene to randomly cut.
Huge.
That's like, that changes the entire fucking story.
And here's the thing: the baby didn't even overpower the fucking queen. The queen is gone. The baby's still a baby. Everybody else killed the fucking queen. But I guess she was
Mother Nature killed the queen.
Yeah.
She's old.
You know what's funny? They played that up too. She was like, "Change me back. I'll go there and I'll destroy everybody. I'll stop everybody." She wasn't that powerful. Her ass kicked.
Yeah, the witch they picked up, Roselle or whatever her name was.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that. Every time he tried the spell, it changed her into a different animal. Like that was pretty funny.
The crow, then the goat. I remember those.
There was the muskrat. Then there was the crow. There was the goat. That was funny.
I remember that now.
Oh shit.
The fucking love dust. Oh, one of the the one brownie hits the other with the love dust, and he falls in love with the cat briefly before he gets knocked into the beer. Like that was pretty funny. Like the brownies were the best, man. Just
they were hilarious. Yeah, they were entertainment.
They just randomly show up, like they followed the trail.
They're like, "Where did he go?" Then all of a sudden, here they come again to save the day. To come. It was funny. Yeah, those parts were funny. Yeah, it was a entertaining, fun movie.
That's awesome. I'm glad everybody had a good one with this one.
Oh,
it definitely wasn't bad. It's not something I don't see myself watching this again. If I do, definitely not anytime soon. But it wasn't.
Would you give it again?
A 6.
I give it a 6.
it's interesting. If I was talking to someone with kids, I would suggest it as something for the kids to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely.
If they're into fantasy and stuff like that.
This
I don't
is
know
definitely like a starter. Yeah.
If I stumbled across it, maybe I'd watch a few minutes just as a refresher.
I see, and what you just said, Chris. So what I'm thinking is like if it's on, say it's on, and I have one of my nieces or nephews just kind of hanging out, and this is on, I'd let it play. But hey, you guys, you might like this. Just sit out here and kind of pay attention to it, and they may like it. But other than that, like I said, I definitely don't see myself going into it to watch it. I'll say that. Not that saying.
I mean, there's not. I mean, Disney's doing a sequel show that they just came out with that just started, and I'm not sure what the story is for the sequel.
For this?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a direct sequel, in show form. Warwick Davis is back as Willow.
The princess is probably grown up as an adult. Now,
I don't know. I don't know about the rest of the cast or characters.
Interesting.
I would check it out. I guess the show.
I'm curious what the story is now that we've watched this.
I'm curious about. I heard good things about the fucking Power of the Ring.
Oh, the Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah. I was like, huh.
You know what? I don't know how many episodes they're in, but every headline I've seen, they're like something finally fucking happens in this episode. Like
it's a lot of dialogue.
Like it's been boring. I got
seen the mixed reviews on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the first movie and I was out asleep.
Lord of the Rings are good. You gotta watch the second one to start picking up.
No, I'm gonna watch the show when I have some time. But so from like the other trivia I had, Val Kilmer ad-libbed a lot of what his dialogue apparently, which I feel like watching this, like that doesn't surprise me. And then John Cusack tested for the role of Mad Mardigan. But lost to Val Kilmer.
Wow. Oh shit.
And other Chris's cameras going haywire.
I was wondering what the fuck he was doing.
I was like, what is going on? Like I just happened to look up. I'm like, oh.
You okay over there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm all right.
So, by the way, the only connection I have about these movies, one's way in the past and one's way in the future.
Sci-fi, baby. Sci-fi.
There you go.
That's all it is. That's the only thing you connect between the two.
I would say sci-fi is really, that's just the genre.
They both kind of have to do with you could almost say a loved one because Willow ended up loving the baby like his own child. And then Minority Report, when you find out the shit about his son.
And then and then the movie ends with his wife pregnant again.
Yeah. It happens. Willow, when Willow went to go see his gap-toothed wife, he got her pregnant again that night. He didn't just shoot in the gaps this time. He shot
Wow.
Just saying.
It's fucked up, but it's like I chuckled a little bit, like when at the end where he sees his wife. And he gets all excited, and they both run to each other. And he has his run, the fucking leprechaun. It just made me chuckle. I was like,
it's funny. Fuck it. Funny is funny. We gotta stop being so damn soft, people. Funny is funny. It's fucking funny.
I didn't say it wasn't funny. I'm just saying, wow.
Oh no, I'm talking to the people out there. You're the ones that it offends. I'm talking to you guys,
bro. Okay, so did y'all see the shit about the fucking Apple VP?
I heard about that today. He got Donkey of the Day, actually.
What
was it today or was okay? So this dude's at a car show.
I should say
he's at an exotic car show. Everybody has crazy expensive cars, right? Some TikToker, Instagrammer finds him, happens to be like, "Hey man, awesome car. How's it going? What do you do for a living?" Gets the whole night, and then he quoted a movie from like the 80s. It was the fuck was the name of the guy that played it?
I forgot. I know exactly just because I listened to that same shit and I was thinking.
But basically, he tells him. So the character in the movie is a drunk, rich dude who's looking for love. So he goes, I drive race cars, I fondle women, I get days off, and I'm my own boss or some shit, right? There's great benefits, some shit along those lines.
Is that Arthur?
So quotes it. Yes, it was Arthur. Yep. So he quotes it. The shit goes fucking viral, and fucking he resigns from fucking Apple. Well, because I guess they were gonna fire him.
Wasn't he their vice president or some shit too?
He was a VP of one of the biggest departments or some shit. And he was.
I'm like, man, I quoted a movie. Get the fuck off my dick.
Yeah.
Word.
So
that's what I'd be like. Listen, did you ever see this movie?
That's
and they're like, well, with
weird.
Apple's latest shit with the Me Too movement, allegations of them not treating women fair or taking sexual harassment serious, yada yada yada. So
that's
he resigned,
everywhere.
I guess he resigned. I'm like, man, like,
I mean, it's not right, but it's every business.
Here's what it really was. Listen, man, you made us look bad again. So you're gonna resign. We're gonna give you a
stop talking.
Fat check, but you got to resign.
Oh, he got paid to.
The dude was driving a $500,000 car to this car show, so it's not like he's hurting. You know what I mean? He's fine. He's been with the company forever. He's got his stock options. He's got his fucking 401k. He's got all the money in his investment properties and shit. Yeah, he's like 68 years old or some shit. So
he was
like whatever.
Retirement anyway.
He just quit. He's old. He quoted a movie from his time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, come the
that
fuck
movie
down.
Arthur is pretty funny though. If you know,
his wife was dying laughing, or whoever he was with, the lady that was there was like, "You're so crazy! I remember that. It's so great, right?" Fucking everybody around him, they're laughing. The YouTubers laughing or whatever, and like it's this problem. Like, come on, man, you can't even quote pop culture anymore from different generations or anything.
You can't quote movies. Nope.
Like you can't quote shit like hip hop, like forget about it. And that's the other controversy now, right? That they want to use fucking lyrics in court battles. So if you say you kill somebody, they want to try you on that.
Start your song off like this. Everything I'm about to say in this song is a lie. This song is like a movie.
Yeah, you got to start every fucking track off like it's a YouTube video.
There's a warning at the beginning.
Disclaimer. This video is intended for adult
I say that though because
I'm a professional. This song is made by a professional.
You watch a movie, all the movies we reviewed. Fucking Scarface. I know we didn't review it, but Scarface killing a bunch. So should Al Pacino be locked up right now for what he did in the fucking movie?
Right.
Come on.
Or for somebody who
what I will say though is with some of these hip hop artists though, Chris, they really did do that shit. They're talking about like the exact. Like,
I know.
How stupid can you be? And then you wonder why police are not like, yo, who snitched on me? Play your song. Yeah, it's me, Tyrone. I was at the 44th Street. I shot Krill Friday, 8:59. Like, bro, you said the whole murder.
Didn't even see it coming. Had the whole block running.
Niggas be snitching on me. Like, what?
The popos be listening.
Yo, then instead of the music video wouldn't even be a reenactment, it'd be the real shit.
Yep.
Someone recording with your phone.
It's like OJ when OJ wrote the book, If I Did It.
Yeah.
And what the fuck?
Yep. Yeah, that's a wild dude right there. I'm not even gonna say nothing about him.
Like that's the perfect example.
He gets away with that. That the dumb motherfucker goes or robs a place that gets steal back his own shit.
Sports memorabilia.
Two people I don't talk shit about on camera: O.J. Simpson and Mike Tyson. That's it.
I mean, Michael let you talk shit about him. He'll laugh and then he'll give you some DMT and open your mind up.
It depends on what movie he's in.
I don't know. He's pretty docile these days. If he's not in fight mode, he's killing.
I know, but I don't want to be just in a bad. I don't want him to be in a bad mood. I'd have him be joking around. Yes, it'll be jokes, Mike.
I guess he's been joking about death a lot. He said his time's almost up or something.
Yeah, he hasn't been saying that.
Wow.
I think he's taking too much DMT or something.
He has done a lot of drugs.
Mushrooms.
Every time, man. He takes them every day.
Pops them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, every once in a while. Spiritual.
He's pretty funny though. He is pretty funny.
What a fucking transition though he made in his life.
Yeah. He turned his life around, definitely.
It's been crazy for him, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man, but I'm sticking with my 8 for this movie. I think
I'm sticking with my 6.
You know what? Just because Warwick is Leprechaun and the George Lucas stuff, bump it up to a 7.
7.
I think it's enjoyable.
It is
I
fun.
think
I liked
especially
it.
for kids if you're in the if you're
Yeah.
trying to raise them as nerds.
One last kudos to George Lucas and the team over at ILM that started a journey. One of their actual teams that was putting together and working on movies and shit actually became Pixar. So keep that in mind as well. When I tell you this man has changed the entire fucking movie franchise forever, from the ground up of the whole process of how you do it to how you edit it to how you fucking market it, put it out, innovate, and fucking keep it going. Every single portion of filmmaking today has been touched by this man and has been left with an impression.
Legend. I mean, what else?
The impression is
He's a fucking legend.
There's a mushroom imprint all over this.
Let me take that brown off my nose real quick, Mr. Lucas. Sorry.
That brown.
He's brown nosing just in case somehow George Lucas sees this podcast.
There's a mushroom shaped bruise all over these movies.
Oh,
nah, man. If I was like 10 years younger and I would like would have like really like I don't know been in the mode I'm at right now where I'm like fucking just do something, do things, you know what I mean? I probably would have been applying to fucking ILM or fucking Pixar and been like uprooting myself and the fuck out, you know what I mean? It's one of them things, man. It's like I know people be like, "Well, why don't you still just do it now?"
Yeah, never.
Man, listen.
No, it is.
Exactly of a place for a person like me who's been through some shit and is jaded and bitter. Like I'm not past the shit. Like, so I don't want to poison the atmosphere.
You got to put it in the movie and solve the problem in the movie. Make it funny. Yeah. Boom.
Are you spinning a wheel this week?
An animated version of yourself.
Yeah, wheel spin.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Because we're done with the OG wheel now, right?
Yeah.
Just the last 2 movies.
Yeah.
Did you put a new wheel on?
Not yet. Not until another wheel's gone.
Oh, I thought you were waiting for this one to be gone.
Okay.
Disappointed. I thought he was going to drop the Disney wheel.
No, they didn't. I never got the picks from anybody.
I thought
we never did that. I thought I did. Oops.
Oh shit! I didn't even pull it up. I'll spin it again.
Just Google Disney movies and put however many of them on there.
All right.
Like, what difference does it make? There's still chick picks movies.
Yeah.
Like cool. 2.
What the hell is this one?
Chicken and grits.
What is that? What is that? Rice and beans?
Nah, chicken and grits. Rice
Chicken
and
grits.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's left on this.
Probably a 3-hour foreign movie, subtitled movie.
Better.
Come on.
No, I think we burned through his movies on this one.
Come on.
He had that San Francisco one.
That was good though.
That wasn't bad.
With the play and shit.
Oh shit! There's a lot on here. What the fuck? Okay.
Oh,
Equalizer. Guys. Oh, Keanu.
Okay, there's some surprisingly
Moonlight, House Party. Wait, no Susan tonight. Where's our mom?
Oh, she's up watching Hocus Pocus, the first one with my wife.
Oh,
you know what?
Moonlight.
Tell her she broke our heart.
Oh, never mind. This is Ibrahim. I do not know what this is.
No, I think I put that on there.
You put this one there? Oh,
I thought this was this the Mahershala movie that won like a bunch of movie awards and shit?
Joe no say.
Never heard of it.
I need a drink.
I
could be wrong, but I thought that's what that was.
I don't know what that is. Let's see. What am I hoping for here? Maybe Equalizer. There you go.
I'm kind of hoping for Keanu.
I got a feeling if it lands on Do the Right Thing, it'll be more of a match.
Going to Keanu. No, it's not. Nothing but
it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
No, it's gonna be close.
That still got a little momentum. No, nothing but a man.
No, so close.
What the fuck is this?
An Ibrahim movie.
Oh boy, check the times.
Check the time. Check the time.
Check the times. If it's 3.5 hours.
Nothing but a man.
Nothing but a man. Yeah.
Well done. Checking the time.
Just in case, I'm keeping the wheel up. Just in case we got to do a respin because we have a rule on here, a new rule.
1 hour and 34 minutes.
1964 movie.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 1 hour. Well, yeah, it's only an hour and a half.
Oh, that's not bad. All right, we can do it.
anything over 3 hours, we're not doing anymore.
No.
Guys. That's just
Unless it's a Marvel movie. No, I'm kidding.
Unless we decide
even-
it'd be one movie.
Marvel movies have come close, but I don't think there's nothing over 3 hours.
yeah. I was gonna say if it's like a one-off type of deal, that'll be different. But it's not gonna be one of these documentary fucking. It's gonna be something like it's like entertaining fucking action thrilled or hilarious 3 hours, not fucking a boring ass war movie.
From what I've
not
seen,
doing
Black
that.
Panther 2 is supposed to be pretty long.
Black
2
Panther
hours and
2?
41 minutes.
Yeah.
2 hours and 41 minutes. They said
How long was the last Batman?
Almost 3 hours.
almost
Right,
3
like
hours.
2 hours 46 or something like that.
Yeah, it
47.
was
Maybe even
It
like
was-
50
yeah.
something.
Yeah, it might.
51,
It
51.
was right under 3 hours. Yeah.
That didn't feel like 3 hours.
That movie needed to be that long though, because they had a lot of stuff in there.
Mhm.
They had the penguin shit. They
They-
had a lot of side stories.
They brought a lot of stuff into that.
Yeah, it was good though. It worked. Everything went together.
I will say, I gave it a certain rating on the show, but watched it again 2 weeks ago or so. It's still a little too slow paced for me with certain things, but now that we're talking about how long it is, I didn't realize it was that long. But I do feel like it was a stretch. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of, I don't know how to. I'm being vague with it, but yeah, it just felt like it took a while. But I'm not mad that it took a while. But at the same time,
Maybe you wanted more because it took so long for you.
maybe.
Maybe that's what it is. I really enjoyed it.
No,
I liked it way. I loved the movie. I liked it way more than I thought I was gonna like it. Way more. Just judging off who was playing the character, but I can't help that.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Gotcha.
But I'm glad I was wrong for that. You know what I mean? Like you'd rather be wrong going to watch a movie, especially because of all the shit we talk about DC, especially on your podcast, Midnight Matinee, which you guys need to go check that out. I talk a lot of shit about DC through that whole Marvel fucking universe fucking breakdown that we do. Every couple episodes, I don't want to say every episode, but every few episodes, I'm talking shit about Marvel. Or sorry, about DC. Probably in the majority of the episodes, I want to say.
Yep.
I want to say about the majority of the episodes, I'm talking shit about DC because they just.
Speaking of superheroes of Scientology, Tom Cruise in Minority Report.
Boom. There you go.
Had to blend it in there. See that?
With this,
There you go.
Fucking Tom Cruise. But it's not. Okay.
Just go right ahead. Go right ahead. Man.
It's long.
That's
Really
what she
long.
That's what she said.
It is.
For right now, I'm going to go with a 6.
said. Okay.
Okay. Wow, that was higher than I would expect for him.
I don't mind this. Like, I'm a fan of action movies. I like fast paced shit. You know what I mean? Yes, it's long, but to me, it allows you to get through it fast enough that you get to enjoy a bunch of pieces of it in that aspect. So I liked it. 7.
I'm gonna give this one a 6 as well. It wasn't bad. It had good pacing. Story was all right. It was decent.
I thought it was entertaining, man. I'm giving it a 7. What's weird is like Tom Cruise is such a weird ass guy outside of movies, but he's such a good action star.
He is
in these types of movies. Like it's entertaining. Almost through and through. And I don't know. It was cool.
It's almost like the same character all the time. It's like
yeah. I don't think there's a lot of difference between his.
No,
characters.
him and the guy from Mission Impossible, same dude.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the most unbelievable part about this movie are those futuristic cars that are driving themselves and just the fucking infrastructure. Like that's legit. Like the most unbelievable part to me.
You see how they come down the fucking ramp?
Like they're coming down sideways.
Go right
like
into the highway.
That's fucking ridiculous. Like you wanted to show the future. You want to show like these incredible technology advancements in the future. That's fine. Don't bring that shit in. That makes it unbelievable.
Exactly, because everything else was normal.
I'm not mad at it though. I mean, because you wanted to do the.
That's like a fucking stretch, man.
If you want to talk about, if you're complaining about unbelievable though for this film, what they're basically the story has to be fucking up. What? Come on now, fucking.
No, man. I think they tried too hard. It's not the only movie that does that though. But I'm saying though, if you're talking about
the thing you were talking about with that, you'd have to be a little disappointed, a little, I guess, annoyed or whatever with the futuristic murder.
No, like even that's more fucking believable than those fucking self-propelled cars coming, and the fact that they built all this infrastructure down the sides of buildings with the cars coming out of people's apartments, basically, and driving themselves to places like that.
It's the future, Chris. We're just not there yet. We're getting there.
Yeah, but
No,
like
no.
a lot of the tech they tried to portray in this legit happens. Like this movie was created in 2002. We're 20 years later. And like some of this tech has actually happened.
Mhm.
Not the fucking cars.
Well, the self-driving now.
And not
Not
to stop the crime.
Not anything like this.
Yeah.
Like
true.
even
AI's not there yet.
no, even like the fucking
Oh,
Jetsons.
it is, but it's
Like that. Like
Mhm.
I feel like whenever somebody tries to build or like create this futuristic sci-fi world, this car shit happens too often, and it's the most ridiculous shit I see in the entire movie.
I always enjoy it because it's just like, what are they gonna do? Because I feel like that's something that all the movies are like, all right, you know what? We're gonna do this. But the
You
cars.
know what else doesn't fucking make sense? After that car gets built around him while he's hiding from those guys, and then he fucking drives it to his ex-wife's house. And none of those roads are anywhere else in the movie. That doesn't make any sense.
Listen, man, he's Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise can do what Tom Cruise wants to do.
Like, okay, so they have these self-driving cars that they can't control, and now he's driving this fucking Lexus or whatever it is.
Oops, hey, but
and they don't show any roads that would have taken or been automatic or anything.
Roads I get, but they never said that they couldn't be controlled. People maybe just didn't want to
No,
drive.
but still, it didn't look anything like the hundreds of cars they tried to portray. Pods. They're not cars, they're pods.
Mm.
And then they show him this car being built around him in that one chase scene, which was a cool scene. I enjoyed it. And he ends up driving it to his ex-wife's house.
What about the eyeball transplants?
But that was insane.
That was awesome.
He was
That
like,
was cool.
can I keep my eyes? I want them.
Yeah.
That was
He
awesome.
needed to use them shit still.
Yeah.
Like-
and you take a fucking, what is it, injection that makes your fucking muscles tighten and you just
It just
And
like
they said
melts
that-
your face, basically.
yeah, and he said it hurts like fucking hell.
I'm bumping this up to a 7.
It's very like modern day Total Recall-ish. Plus, like
What about
a
they
little
had a system like this though? You got a cop comes to your door, kicks it in, and says you're under arrest for the next year in September 13th, you're going to fucking shoot somebody, and we're going to arrest you now for it.
So
See, I don't.
I'm like, wait, what?
well the pre-crime thing, they're arresting people legit right before they do it. It's not like it's a year out. Or
Oh,
anything.
was it right? Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
That
right.
they know. Yeah.
It's
But still, you didn't do it though. Like
it's-
you have a
listen,
choice.
like there's some crazy shit in this movie, but I thought it was a really interesting idea, and it raises so many questions.
Yeah, I
story.
got something to say on that too. Because if they know you're gonna kill somebody on this date, say in 2 days, they know 2 days ahead of time. It's like, why not go and let you know that? Like, listen, because they know they know everything. They know it's gonna cause it. Because they know right when they jump in. So it's like, okay, this is what's gonna cause it. Why don't they make that not happen?
Well, they
So-
would have to not tell you what exactly you were going to do because they don't want to plant that seed and then have you be like, all right, well, I'll do it another day type shit. You know what
they
I mean?
also should tell. They also explain it like you get the name of the victim and the perpetrator. That you don't
That's it,
get
yeah.
the time, or
Don't
you
know
have
the
a
reason.
general time frame that you have to figure. They don't time frame because they're counting down while they're trying to figure out where it's going to happen.
Yeah,
They're
they
not
said we got
giving
like an hour.
where it's going to happen, where these people are, or anything like that.
And the thing is, the system was 100% because he did end up killing that guy, even though he was going to change his mind. Still killed him, even though he didn't really kill his son. Still killed him.
He thought he had a choice, and he did. And
So technically, why didn't he get arrested
that's not
for
what
that
the
at the
vision
end?
was showing.
He really did that crime. He should he saved the day, but he should still get arrested. Am I right?
Yeah.
There was no mention of that afterwards.
And look at that fucking prison, man. They put you in fucking tubes and the fucking put you down.
And
They
just
load you up to a fucking computer and shit.
That's crazy.
That is the future, man. One day.
I don't know about that though, James. I think
Oh,
that's
one. dude. Listen, you think there's not no mad scientists watching this movie? You go, that's a fucking great idea. I'm gonna do that. In 50
I think
years
the
from
cookie's hitting you, James. I think the cookie's hitting you right now because
Dude.
Actually, one thing
Lot
that
of shit.
kind of cracked me up is the jetpack scene there where Tom Cruise is on the run and he's standing there. They're surrounding him. One guy goes to tase him. Tom Cruise grabs the taser and tases the other guy like in the throat.
Yeah.
He throws up on the one guy.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty fun.
No, it was
But,
pretty good action. It was
like,
decent action.
That's pretty creative.
a lot of the CGI or effects were great in this, but I felt like in that particular scene, you could see some of the fakes. You could notice some of the fake sets and shit.
Mhm.
where the jetpacks are flying around.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Give me one second, guys. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Yep. I never seen this movie either. I thought I did,
I
but
definitely.
I was like, holy shit, I did not see this.
yeah, me either.
oh, so this was the first time watch for all of us, but Chris, I think Puerto Rican Chris.
Oh,
It was good, man. I'd enjoy this.
I didn't mind it. Like I said, Tom Cruise is annoying. Like outside of movies, I'm not drawn to his movies, but I don't hate him. Like when I do watch a movie, I'm like, okay, it's not bad.
He's not a bad
But
actor.
No, it's weird because I don't care for him outside of movies.
Yeah.
What was that movie we watched? It was Tom Cruise, right? Where he was a bartender. I was just thinking of
Cocktail.
Cocktail. Yeah.
Did we do
It just-
Top Gun? We've watched Top Gun, right?
No,
No,
I think it's on one of the wheels, but we didn't do it.
it's on the wheel.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of was the one with Charlie Sheen.
Oh, you're thinking
Shane,
the
Top Gun 1 and
spoof.
2.
The
You're talking about
spoof.
It's Hot Shots.
Hot Shots. That's what I was thinking of.
I didn't see that either.
Yeah, we did. We reviewed it.
We reviewed it.
Did we? Hot Shots?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
It was the comedy fucking of they're making fun of Top Gun, basically.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I gotta see the podcast, man. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Other Chris mentioned what did you didn't mention? Did you mention Total Recall? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I say it's kind of like a modern day take on a little bit of like the Total
So-
Recall shit. You know what I mean?
This movie was first optioned in 1992 as a sequel to the Philip K. Dick story, Total Recall. This is another Philip K.
Dick.
the author. Like it was optioned as a sequel to that with Arnold Schwarzenegger set to play the role that I think he did in Total Recall, Doug Quaid. I don't know what his character name.
Yeah.
And then it went through, and then the company that had optioned it went through like Chapter 11 and shit like that, and it was all reworked into this standalone project and went into development in 97.
Stand by yourself, knuckle. Oh,
Coming
There you
out in
go.
92, or coming out in
There you go.
2002.
We need a Schwarzenegger wheel.
Oh
I
shit!
think that's been suggested. I
Dude,
thought-
there's so many movies. There's True Lies.
There's somebody say like a Jean-Claude
Running
Van Damme wheel or something.
Yeah.
Or like a fucking
I think this
wheel.
over-the-top action movie wheel.
Over,
It's
yeah, there you go,
over the
action.
top action movies. I like that. I also want a martial arts wheel. Something.
Okay.
Just because I want to watch the Raid 1 and 2.
Oh my god!
And then, okay, here's another interesting thing. So apparently, Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg agreed to waive their usual salary to help keep the film's budget under $100 million.
Mhm.
They agreed
Wow.
to take 15% of the gross instead, but the movie did come in at like $102 million for the
Wow.
budget.
Okay. That's listen. I'm going to tell you right now. That is the way to do it. That's how everything should be. You should start off like to a guy because he had one good year and go, "I'm going to offer you 300 million." I'll be like, "How about I offer you this? And if you have the same type of year last year, then you'll get that amount."
From reading trivia for all the movies we've done, it seems like if you can get a percentage of marketing or anything like that,
That's how I would do it.
Merchandising.
that is the fucking way to go. Like
Mhm,
when we talked about the Batman with Jack Nicholson,
Oh God, yeah.
I forgot what it was, but instead of getting paid to do the movie, he got a huge percentage of like
Yep.
fucking
He said, "I want the percentage of this,"
action
and
figure
he
sales,
got
like
cash.
merchandise sales and shit like that. And
Just think
that
he-
shit has been bankrolling him for his entire life.
yeah.
Imagine fucking right now for Marvel. Like say Tom Holland did that. He goes his contract. He goes, "I just want I'll drop my salary, but I want a percentage of the sales and everything."
Drop your
Every
salary
Marvel
and
movie goes insane.
percentage. Yeah. drop your salary, take a percentage of all the merchandise sales. If you
I
can.
would do that on a
And
heartbeat.
that
I
is
would do it
every
for free, just for a certain. I'm like, this movie might be huge. I'm like, listen, I'll do this shit for free, but I want a percentage of the sales and shit.
So-
Even the merchandise, merchandise. You come out with fucking toys. I want a percentage of that. You're getting load
So
way
it's
more than you
basically, I want partial ownership of everything that has to do with this film.
Yeah.
That's of my likeness. So
Yep,
Yeah,
I like this. Yeah,
like-
that you're a part of. Yeah.
Of this series.
yeah, it's funny you should say that because the kid Borrega or something like that's his last name. The kid that played in the newer Star Wars series, the last three, the black kid.
Oh yeah, yep.
He ended up saying he got paid, but he wishes he would have fucking said, you know what, fuck it, I'll just do it for the merchandising because
Dude,
he
shut
would have
up.
been
In Star Wars
for
for
life.
one. You automatically do that.
Yeah, but he only
fucking
got like, I forgot what he said it was, but I mean compared to everybody else, it was like peanuts. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. He was like, I mean, I'm not mad because it blew me up, and now I'm in movies, I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's all good, and I'm glad I did it. It's something that's gonna be around forever.
Yo, even if it's a
definitely
shitty
a
B
lesson learned.
movie, I would do the same thing. I'll take the risk.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I want a percentage of the thing because all those people are clicking on Tubi, watching the shit.
All right, James. What if it's Blood Lake?
I might be. I'm a better killer. You'll actually see me kill somebody.
I mean, we can make our own movie.
I think it'll be way better than Blood Lake.
Same quality at the very least.
No, we'll have better quality. We have better cameras now.
Yep.
You have to get Dreams up
And
here.
better cameras and a flashlight because that was the darkest fucking movie I've ever seen.
You know, there's gonna be some fucked up shit in it because I'm in it.
Yep.
I'll be seeing some stuff.
Here's another crazy thing. So, for one thing, I liked Colin Farrell, and as I'm watching this,
Oh,
I haven't watched anything he's been in maybe for a long time, and I feel like he was super popular, and then people all out of nowhere didn't give a shit about him for a long time.
He had a scandal or some shit. What happened? He drunk and got crazy.
I thought he got in a fight and hit someone in the head with a fucking cell phone or something.
I can't keep.
I don't remember. Maybe his Irish.
Yeah,
temper.
I think it happened in Australia. Or is that the other dude? Who am I thinking of?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if it was him. But I feel like he was all over the place, and then people stopped caring.
Yeah.
And he disappeared for a long time, and he's just kind of working his way back.
I bet he's gonna be around here.
Was he in an army movie?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He did a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He was in an episode of Scrubs. Wasn't he?
Yep.
Phone booth.
Yeah.
He was in an episode of Scrubs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, phone booth. That's right. Yep.
SWAT or SWAT.
SWAT. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Like he was such a big star, and then I feel like he just disappeared for a long time.
Someone Google it.
I'm pretty sure he had a scandal. He had some type of a scandal.
I'll Google it.
But I'm watching this, and I'm like, he's a great actor.
I did not know he was going to die like that. I thought he was going to help.
No, that was surprising. You know what? That's another thing I liked about this movie. I thought they did a good bait and switch.
They did a great one.
It was It was a good bait and switch.
I thought he was the bad one, Johnny. You know what I mean? What you call
Colin Farrell, and then they turned out to be the main boss.
Yep. And I should have known it was the main boss because for movies like this, it's usually always the top.
Yep.
Like the guy that's in charge of everything, the main guy who you're thinking it's not going to be, who's like helping kind of both sides.
No, man, they fooled me too. And it's funny because you think you watch enough movies at this point in your life that you could have predicted that, and this one got
me. You know what it is though? The way that he was talking, because in other movies you can kind of point it out a little easier, because the way that the guy was talking in this movie, he didn't make himself sound too much like a criminal.
Nope.
Or wasn't really around any criminal activity like in other films. Like in Rush, for example, one of the Rush Hour films where someone gets shot on the boat and the old white dude, he was like the head guy of it, but nobody thought he was. And Chris Tucker pointed him out. He was like, because he was like, when shit like that goes on, white people get crazy. He's like, white people get scared, start screaming and running around and shit. He was just too calm or some shit. What's up, Doomsday? How's it going, man? How's it going?
And the main guy, the main boss wasn't really in it that much up
That's another
until.
thing. You don't really
Oh,
see him.
so he
till
had a
that-
sex tape. He had a sex tape.
Did he had a sex tape?
He was a Hollywood. They called him Hollywood's bad boy.
No,
Yeah,
sex tape.
I know he had the bad boy type image. I don't remember the sex tape thing.
Me either.
Yeah, it was like a 2.5-year-old court thing trying to a restraining order for the sex tape. He had to go through courts and shit. It was his girlfriend at the time. It was Nicole Narain, Playboy model.
Okay.
Yeah, can't be mad at him for that.
Oh, and drugs.
Well, I don't think that's
Lots of drugs.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
It's like Johnny Depp type drugs.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I mean, he was kind of an Irish Johnny Depp.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean Johnny Depp type drugs?
Johnny
No,
Depp,
but
motherfucker, like that dude was always high. Or
Yeah.
no, wait a minute, not Johnny Depp. It's Iron Man.
oh, Robert Downey
Robert
Jr.
Downey Jr.
Yeah, there you go.
No, Johnny Depp is yeah.
He was drugs. I know he
Johnny
drinks a lot of
Depp's
wine.
just
I don't know
drunk
about
on
drugs.
wine his entire
Oh yeah,
career.
yeah, he does drugs. Never mind, because that's what her face.
Yeah,
This,
he's-
bed shitter said that he got like mad.
listen,
fucking
man.
balls of cocaine and shit.
I'm not going to go into it, but if you come out of that whole trial thing without thinking, you may say whatever you want about Amber Heard, but you need to understand that Johnny Depp is also a piece of shit.
Oh, fuck
Correction.
yeah.
Her new
Yeah.
name. They changed her name. It's Amber Turd.
He said bed shitter. That's what I was stuck on laughing at
Uh,
the whole fucking time.
I don't know what happened with that, but if you come out of that not thinking both of them are pieces of
Yeah, they're
garbage,
fucking terrible. But what it is people know Johnny Depp more. He's
That's-
more popular.
yeah.
He's the better actor. Women
that's
are
the problem.
women-
People are
women-
too.
Here,
No,
People
and
are-
he's dating his lawyer right now.
Yep.
Yep.
He's in that.
Nice.
And on top of that, women love him. You know what I mean? Like he's not.
He's
one of the-
always dirty. They like
He
sweaty,
is
dirty
such a
balls.
scumbag of a person.
He is.
Yeah, no, he's not a great guy.
Great
Good
actor.
actor. Yeah, he's a good actor.
I've never been blown away by any of his performances.
Well,
I've
I
never.
like Pirates of the Caribbean. I like how he played Jack
I
Sparrow.
mean, that was fun, but a great actor. Great is great.
He played that
great.
great because he thinks he's a pirate.
Yeah.
So he's a fucking pirate in real life.
He's a fucking butt pirate.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
That I watched. I don't think there was anything ever great about his performances. Honestly, I think he was
Oh,
overrated.
Shit.
Anyway, so Matt Damon was originally cast in
Johnny.
Colin. Matt Damon was originally cast in Colin Farrell's role in this, but he couldn't.
Okay.
He couldn't do the film because of reshoots on like the Bourne Identity and I think Ocean's 11 at the time. And shit like
Oh,
that.
wow, okay.
So he had to back
Wow,
out.
Ocean
And then
11 was that far back?
2001.
Oh shit!
So
I thought
he-
it was in the 2010s.
Nope. The first one? No.
Damn.
So Matt Damon had to back out of this. So that's how Colin Farrell ended up getting
So
cast.
Tom Cruise was always the number one. There was no one like
Tom Cruise, I couldn't find anything on his casting, so it looks like
Okay,
he was
so
always
It was like
the
Theo in
number.
the background, like, yo, I want you in my movie. You're gonna be the
But it
star.
looks like, yeah, they cast Matt Damon and he just couldn't fit it into the
Okay.
schedule.
I mean, Colin Farrell, he
Sloppy,
did a good
man,
job
sloppy.
for that. It totally
Oh, he was good,
that
man.
twist, that twist was completely fucked up.
I said,
I
it was
really thought he was gonna be like, he's telling the truth. I'm gonna help him.
it was a good bait and
actually
switch.
help him.
I was at the point in watching the movie that I hated Colin Farrell's character.
I had a feeling
Really?
the old man had something to do with it. The old dude, the one who retired.
Mhm.
But I didn't expect that. I was like, damn.
What I was gonna say though, with Colin Farrell, I think he was a better pick than Matt Damon because
Yeah.
he looks more conniving. He looks like he'd be the trait, like his physical
Oh, he-
features
He looks like more
And
of
then
that stubborn
way-
dick,
and the way that he
detective.
acts, the way that he can act and portray that character.
Yeah.
He looks like that character that would either already be bad or be the one that's turning bad, or kind of, you know what I mean?
He's really good at getting you to fucking hate him.
He is.
Mhm.
That's what it is. That's all.
Who's the main character in Shutter Island?
That was
Leonardo
Leo.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, Leo
Oh yeah,
DiCaprio.
that's another one. Okay.
That was a good one. That was fucking great, actually. We reviewed that one, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
a while
Yeah.
ago. Lighthouse.
What?
What was it called?
Shutter
Shutter
Island.
Island.
Shutter Island.
Shit.
Lighthouse.
What the fuck?
That's a different movie.
Lighthouse was with Robert Pattinson, I think, right?
I think
That's
so.
a newer movie.
I think it's there's another Lighthouse, probably in horror. There's more than one Lighthouse movie. But,
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
that fucking eye removal and replacement.
That was
Like,
so-
I'm glad they didn't show more than they did because that was fucking creeping me
Very
out.
cringe. Very cringe.
I'll admit to you guys, like when I see that in horror movies where like you see a razor blade splitting an eyeball, that makes you kind of curl your toes a little bit. Like, ooh.
you said you're like,
It wasn't even that. Like, he was taking his eyeballs out and replacing them.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
Scooping them
You
out
said
with a spoon.
curl your toes a little bit.
Yeah, like ooh.
I can't look.
That's
do it.
cringy right
I
there.
can't
Just
do
looking at that.
That's
The thing is, him trusting the he was like, "You remember me? You arrested me."
yeah,
You're
after
gonna
he
give
shot
him
him up
do
with the
surgery?
anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, holy fuck, he's gonna kill him.
Yeah, he's just gonna try to kill him. But no,
And
he
then-
helped him out.
And then trying to find the fridge afterwards, and he's drinking from that fucking toxic cooler or whatever. And then he's got the moldy sandwich and milk. I'm like, oh,
He told him,
Dude-
like, "Do not take the bandages off.
there are some
You
predictable
will
parts.
be blind."
There are some predictable parts in
Oh
this
yeah,
movie.
a lot. Yeah, definitely.
Like a lot. As soon as like the second he told him don't take the bandage off for 12 hours, you know he's gonna have to take it off or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as he gets to the hotel to find Leo Crow, it clicked that I'm like, he's the guy that killed the daughter. Like
Mm.
he doesn't know him, but he's gonna kill him. I'm like, that's the guy that or not daughter, but son. That's the
Son,
guy.
yeah.
I kind of pieced that together a little bit. I didn't piece together that it was fake at the time.
And the thing is, they never solved who fucking took the kid.
They didn't. Nope, they didn't do that.
Holy shit, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, no, they never.
Never
No,
found it.
that's
His wife
that's,
did end up pregnant again.
Wow.
they
And
did
that's
it.
why.
They,
That's why you got divorced though, because every time she sees him, remind me of this fucking son. But all of a sudden, she's fine now.
well, I mean, the whole thing
And she
there
betrayed
brought
him,
them
by the
back
way. Went to
together,
the old dude and told all his shit.
and then she wanted the D again, and then it cost her.
No, she was trying to get him caught. She's turning him in and going to the
She
guy.
helped him get. No, she helped him get out at the end there. In the
Yeah,
tube.
in the beginning, she was like helping the other side.
She got him out of one tube, and he put another in her. I don't know.
You put a tube in her, and
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's
Pop
funny.
goes the weasel.
Oh wow, I didn't even think of all that. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, they set up the whole. This guy killed your son,
Like there was no.
and then there's no.
on the whole they didn't. There was like no memorial, no nothing for the kid. There was just like, okay,
Oh, because that was a past. It skipped to the future.
was
That's why he
past.
became a cop.
Yeah, it was the past. It was like
Ah.
As
one
he
of the
was
past.
looking for this dude. He's like, I'm going to stop from people doing that.
so it
Especially
was
with the
years
new
in the
system
future.
where you can catch you
Okay.
before the crime.
Yeah, his son was killed. What years in the past at that?
Yeah,
point.
way in the past. You're talking about like in the fucking like
That makes
in the
way more sense.
90s.
I was gonna say, wow, this is some fucked up shit. Like it's like 9 months later, she's knocked up. Like they fucked that night, and she's knocked up now, and that was quick. Hey, who am I?
Yo, it was a corral. It was like a fucking pool, parents, everything. And he got a water. He's yelling for his son. No one's seen the fucking kid walk away with something.
Yeah, that kid disappeared real quick.
No one's seen anything. No one said anything.
Nope, done. I mean, that's how the shit happens in real life, though. But at least there's somebody be like, "Yo, I seen a guy with a trench coat," or.
Yeah,
But no one, nothing. They didn't give you
No,
no
not at all.
information.
And I will say, like, the voiceover at the end, like, I expected more out of the voiceover when he started. Like, they cover 2 scenes, and then that's it. It ends. No joke. Like, there's the brief voiceover when they're showing him with his wife again, and she's pregnant. And then there's a little voiceover with the precogs in, like, their cabin in the woods, or wherever they are. And then
The
it
twins
ends.
are reading.
Like, I thought there would be more voiceover. I don't know. It just seemed awkward a little bit.
did they make a
Like,
sequel? To this?
like it sounded like he was going to keep telling more story that needed to be finished, and then it didn't happen.
It's a movie you could see the real part 2 of, but I don't think so.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't think there's a part 2.
Wait,
No,
there is it?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I feel like there is.
If there is, I definitely never seen that one.
It's probably fucking garbage.
And if it is, you think it's
I
Tom
want to
Cruise?
say I saw another version of this movie that was made when I looked this one up on the Fire Stick.
Yeah, no, just this one.
Just this. Okay.
There shouldn't be a part 2 anyways because they shut the system down.
Yeah.
True, but there's always that someone that.
No,
is-
but if you're gonna say
Is
those
there?
precogs still exist and she has minority reports like in her head,
Mhm.
what happened to some of
Yo,
the
they had to
other-
release everybody, even the real guilty ones,
Yeah,
and they
did.
just had to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, they at the time, yeah. But
That's,
I'm talking
I
about
mean,
the
that's
one-
where it comes in. You literally arrested people before they even did anything.
Yeah,
Does that make them not do it now, or does that make them just do it at a different time, a later time?
No,
Later?
I don't know. It alters the timeline.
I don't know, man. I would think the majority of them would not do that afterwards, but I wouldn't say that for all of them.
There would be no reason, like especially like say you're drunk at a bar and you got a bar fight. If that,
I would-
never,
I
that
guess
night
it would-
never happened,
Yeah.
you
That
would
would
never seen
depend
that
on the
guy.
situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, huh? Yeah. Now, if it's someone your boss, you go to work every day. Then there's a high chance that shit still might go down. Boss is going to say or make you do something you don't want, and you're going to flip.
Maybe, or if you're taking it the calm route and you just fucking like, you know what, I'm.
Or
done.
if you're just a criminal, drug dealer, or a fucking bank robber or something, then of course you're planning for your next hit.
Yeah.
So shit like that. But the ones that like where they call like almost like manslaughter, like you get in an argument and fight and you kill the guy on accident.
Yeah, I think so.
Those ones can be avoided, I think. Because you will never be there in that situation at the time.
Yeah.
Interesting concept, though. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
is. I thought it was an interesting idea. I thought it was done pretty well. It was entertaining.
Yep.
Like I said,
To me, it was
like
like a normal, basic Tom Cruise action movie, though.
Tom Cruise isn't a huge draw for me, but when I watch
No.
his movies, they're still good.
They're decent. Yeah, they're decent. Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not like I said.
Even
he's
though
not
there's
a
like
bad actor
18
at all.
Mission Impossibles, just because the action itself, you're like, it's
Yeah.
not bad.
No, I'm not. If I'm watching a Tom Cruise movie, it's not because it's Tom Cruise. It's
Exactly.
like
Because
he's serviceable in a role to make it entertaining enough.
Yeah, it's an action movie, and you're like, I want to check this action movie out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's pretty funny.
I'm watching it for some reason, and I just find it entertaining. I don't know. It's kind of generic in a way.
You think Tom Cruise can pull off a Batman?
I do not.
For one, he's only 5 foot tall, so it won't work.
And
he was short too.
There was a lot of Tom
yeah.
Cruise's Iron Man rumors flying around there.
Oh, the newer Iron. Actually, I heard rumor they're going to bring back Robert Downey Jr.
I think
because
I
it
saw
says Iron Man lives or something.
I don't know. There's Iron Heart coming out.
They could easily bring him back into the time.
The multiverse, some
Yeah.
version maybe. Who
Yeah,
knows?
some version comes back
I don't
and
think
he
they
ends
should.
up staying there.
I think they need to recast. They need a new version of Chinchilla, but I don't think Robert Downey Jr. should come back as Iron Man.
Ooh, he is Iron Man to me though. I can't help it.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Like
So-
his daughter could be the Iron Man, but
So there's kind of a sequel to this.
oh, okay. What is it?
It's actually a TV show.
Oh, they made a fucking TV show out of it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
10 years later,
Okay.
and it's still same characters. Tom Cruise's character.
Tom Cruise is actually in the show.
No. It's Tom Cruise's character.
Got you.
Okay.
So it's direct relation and it's direct sequel to this movie.
How many
Is it called
seasons-
is it called Minority Report?
Yeah, it came out in 2015.
Okay.
How many episodes and seasons?
How many seasons? One. Probably flopped. Because
Probably-
I never heard of it.
Must have been on like TNT or something.
Probably or USA.
USA.
10 episodes, one season.
10
Okay.
episodes. One
Flop.
season? Okay.
It flopped.
I could see it being a show.
Definitely.
Yeah, easily. Because you can have so many different stories going on
You're
within
talking about different murder cases and stuff like that. Yeah.
each episode. It could be like a, I guess you can say almost like a futuristic CSI type of deal.
with an overarching story that the precogs or there's something going on with the precogs. Yeah.
Yep, and it's just going on in the whole city of fucking New York. And then they figure out something others. Then that's how they can make Chicago and all the other cities, to branch off the show into other shit. Minority Report Chicago.
for the
and all that other
pre-com.
shit.
Another thing, there was a lot to take in when this movie started about trying to set everything up.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's
but once
worth it.
oh, it was good. Like once I understood everything that was going on, and I feel like they did an okay job at explaining initially.
Exactly.
I was into it. Yeah.
It reminded me of another movie at the time. I just can't think of the title. Like the same style where the dude gets framed. Where he ends up the fucking like working for the agency, like he's like the top dog. Then they all of a sudden someone turns on him and they set him up. Now they're like, they stop him, our number one guy. We have to stop him. Where he's innocent, it's just someone framed him.
Was it that Jet Li movie? The one?
I was gonna say, it's not the one. That's like your favorite movie. You would know.
No, it's not the one. No, the one is the first multiverse type shit going on. But no, it was like I can't even think of the star. I don't know if it was like fucking goddamn fucking I don't know. Did Will Smith or Denzel Washington do a movie like that?
I have no idea.
Where is he like a top agent or something, and all of a sudden he got framed, and they had to chase
Manchurian Candidate.
To be fair, that sounds like a general action movie concept to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more of a serious take on a movie, but the Manchurian Candidate with Denzel.
No, it wasn't that one. It was an action movie. It was like a legit action movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what about Enemy of the State? What was that? Was that Will Smith?
Yes.
Was that a thing where he was like the top thing and they turned on him?
I don't know.
He was framed. Then he became the enemy of the state and they were looking for him?
Maybe. That was Michael Douglas in that, or no? That was
something like that. Some old fuck. Yeah.
Sean. No. What the fuck was his name? The guy that played in The Wasp.
In the what?
In The Wasp. The doctor,
that old dude.
Michael Douglas, right?
Michael Douglas, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That just reminded me of that. I just couldn't think of the fucking. But yeah, same action. It's like an action thing. Like you can get turned on, you're the number one, and they're hunting you down, and you got to try to prove yourself, and you're just beating someone's ass all the way through the movie anyway. So I wish there was more action scenes like that though, like him fighting a lot, because he's supposed to be like fucking top dog. But it was entertaining still. It was all right.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my 7.
I'm going with a 6 still. Willow, I enjoyed better.
Yeah, I'm sticking with a 7 for Minority Report and a 6 for Willow. They're almost even keel for me, though. Neither movie was bad. And honestly, I did watch most of them back to back. Like I watched most of Willow after this back to back. I finished the last 40 minutes of Willow this morning. And they're not too bad to watch back to back. Like I know they're both like 2 hours long.
No, that's what I did. They're long. I just sat there. I just know it just sucked up most of my day. I was like, God damn. I was like, these are fucking long, but they were entertaining. I wasn't like,
no, yeah, that's true.
I wasn't sitting there like, oh my God, this shit's so long and boring.
It wasn't drag. Neither one of them dragged.
Unlike Tuesday and Thursday's movies, boring.
I don't know what movies they were.
I was so fucking bored. I'm telling you, those movies.
Oh man.
But,
I get it.
But yeah, both decent movies this week.
Good. Yeah, not bad. Fun week. Interesting.
Oh, people, and if you haven't seen the movie, I went to go see the movie Smile earlier. Check that out. That shit is good. It's pretty creepy. All right. Yeah, check it out. Seriously, give it a look. Give it a looky, Lou. It's worth the watch. I'll give you that. I'll try to give you guys a rating maybe tomorrow if I remember. Do a little quick review if I remember. Check it out though. But we're gonna do our little pop-up thing and get on out of here because one of us is high as shit.
Yeah, me too. The cookie kicked in.
I want to go to bed so bad.
I ate the whole cookie, by the way, Aaron. I ate the rest of it.
Good man. You're gonna sleep like a fucking angel tonight. I couldn't even think of what to say.
Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are some of our affiliates here on the Z Network. It's me, the worst damn gamer ever. You can come and catch me on my Twitch streams, Fortnite Friday, every Friday night at 10 p.m. I'm here with the guys on Popcorn and Pints, just like you just saw. And if you didn't see this, you're going to come join us at some point at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. And then Horror with Search 30 Tuesdays and Thursdays, and my Motivational Monday stream. Come check it out. Get down on the TikTok. Want to see you there. Also, go check out our boy Dreams Creator. Pretty much anything in the digital scope. If it deals with photography or audio, this man is the guy to talk to. He has tons of experience in tons of different fields and tons of different things. All things he can help you if he can teach you. Just go check him out on his Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And then our buddy Kyle up in Canada, running so good at scary. You horror heads, you're going to want to go check out his TikTok because you can be interactive. You can do that. You can stitch a lot of his content. There's some good stuff on there. Go enjoy it. Catch him on Instagram and Facebook as well. And if you got a movie that's about 30 minutes or less, you're an independent filmmaker, you want to get it reviewed on one of the podcasts, you can hit him up as well. Let him know we said what up down here in the States. And our girl Jo, of any last words, she has an Instagram, a YouTube, a Twitch, a Facebook, a TikTok, and this girl has a Patreon and just started a magazine for all you horror heads as well. So if that's your thing, go check out her content, go support her, enjoy all of the recipes, all of the ghost stories, origin stories of the likes and reviews. And I'm out of breath.
Right there, people. The magazine. We ain't making this shit up. Also, every Tuesday and Thursday, come right over to Horror Research 30. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to be reviewing some movies, people. We're going to be reviewing some fucking movies. So make sure you guys tune into that. And have a good time with us. Because why the fuck not? Go to my website, horrorresearch30.com. You can get all my links and all that other great updates and stuff. As long as Peacock is up to date with Stream Lounge, which it should be this week. So Wednesday, October 5th, I will be starting the Chucky series. To watch out with me, you'll have to have Peacock and just sign up for Stream Lounge, which Stream Lounge is free. And that will be Wednesday, 5 o'clock Eastern time, of course, doing 2 episodes again, back-to-back episodes. All the way up through season 2. And then I'm going to be showing the show Wednesday. It's actually going to be on Netflix November 23rd. And it's coming out on a Wednesday, which is great. I mean, the show name. And I do my show on Wednesdays. And that Wednesday is going to be the Wednesday after Chucky ends. So it's perfect. And I'll be doing 2 episodes of that, depending on how Netflix drops it, every Wednesday until that's done. And then we'll be going back into season 2 of Stranger Things. So pay attention to that. Popcorn and Pints, as you guys know, you guys are here now, but we do 2 movies. We see how these 2 movies connect. And, you'll see what we do. You'll see how we feel about these next 2 movies coming up. Stories from a Bar. Check it out. Everywhere listen to podcasts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Check out this amazing podcast. You're gonna know where to go when you come up to the Capital Region. Where can I get a great beer from? Boom. Listen to Stories from a Bar. Where can I hear some new music, some new underground music? Boom, listen to Stories from a Bar. You're gonna get those those questions answered. So yeah, go check it out. Check out the whole Z Network. Check out the link in the description. We have some dope content. All of us as creators.
The fuck?
Check us all
Are you
out.
holding a muffler? What is
He doing?
Look, a muffler just came out of nowhere.
Puerto Rico, that is your representation right there.
What
Him. There you go. But we're gonna get on out of here, and thanks for popping by, people. Peace. I gotta piss.
It's time for an overhaul.